Hey YouTubers and friends, how you doing out there? Absolutely fabulous, I hope. Let's bring you all in and see who's all here. We have Yankee Outdoors Adventure, thanks for coming. Eric Carter. My partner in crime, ToledoJess. And Leno Mark, howdy. John Wolf, I know he's in here. I saw him a little earlier. Thank you all for joining us. And got a pretty good show regardless of the circumstances, but I'll fill you in with that here in a minute. But until then, I'll be right back. Oh no. YouTubers and friends.
Well, I'm over there down in Ohio.
Cameras and gold.
Working real hard, doing all we can. Every day on the creeker beat, flashing your face. Every day on the creeker beat, flashing your face.
All right. Well, as you saw in that, Dano was on for guests, and that's because our good friend MDV had poop happens. This is a family friendly stage channel. I have viewers ranging from 13 to over 65, so I'll try and keep my language halfway decent. But now, where was I? Oh yeah. Due to circumstances beyond his control, our special guest and good friend MDV won't be with us tonight, but an equally treasured as a friend is with us, and that's YouTube creator Regnad Man, known to his friends as Dano, and by Jesse and I, Dano the Mano. He'll be with us tonight. But let me get in my partner in crime, ToledoJess, and see how he's doing and whatnot. Hey, we got Terry here from Washington State. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Scott Merritt, how you doing? Robert? Thanks for joining.
We got a few people here tonight already.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you all. I really appreciate it. Hey, Keen Prospector, thanks for coming in. David Bogan and Mita, I hope. How are you all? Absolutely fabulous, I hope. Everybody, we have a fellow YouTuber in the house with us who's a new subscriber, and he's I believe he's from Northwest Ohio, but his
Yeah.
name is Yankee Outdoors Adventures.
Ah.
And he has some pretty cool videos on hike throughs and day hikes and things to see in Wood County. So he had a really good tour video, Jesse, of the grist mill, the mill at Grand Rapids, and
Oh yeah, we were there.
it was really cool. Oh, and he brought up Weir Rapids, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Told
yeah,
you,
me
dude.
and my part.
I wanna hit that.
Yeah, but I told him that when we went there, remember the river was high. We couldn't get
Right. Right.
to the cracks and crevices we wanted to work. There was no bars or nothing. Hey, Ronald, how you doing? We have it coast to coast
Plus,
tonight.
yeah. Plus, we really didn't know what we were looking for there. It was brand new. Thought we'd check it
Yeah,
out.
we sort of, you talked about it, then we both looked at it
Right.
through Google Earth and whatnot,
Right. Well,
and
remember that river is where I found
found
my
your
first
first
fish.
wild gold.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I told him. That's what I
Yeah.
told him.
Oh, yeah.
But thanks
I
for
definitely.
joining, Yankee. Hopefully, Greg will be in here too. He's also a new subscriber, and he has a channel about plant, vegetate, edible plants and oils and stuff like that. So both those channels combined could really save your keister if you ever venture out in the bush. And
You mean
some of
like
the
survivalist?
um, well, those skills come in
Oh,
handy,
oh
especially
yeah,
for those in
absolutely.
our lifestyle, you know. So, well, with much further ado, how was your week, Jesse?
My week, well,
Yeah.
I got my car totaled. Got hit
Oh,
by a car. Other than that, it's been good. Oh yeah, had a nice family reunion over the
that
weekend.
was
Didn't
a
get to.
couple weeks ago, wasn't it?
It doesn't feel like a couple of weeks ago.
True,
I'm still without
true.
a vehicle.
Well, hopefully things will happen. We'll miss you
Oh
on the
yeah,
river this weekend,
me
and
too.
hopefully the rain and
I'll miss me on the river
water
too.
will cooperate with us.
Yeah,
We're going to No Tellum Creek in southern Ohio. Uh,
right.
a bunch of us are getting together, as you know. Those who know knows. Those who
I
don't, I'm sorry, but it's
I
kind of
know.
top secret.
I
Uh,
know. Bummer. I know. But
uh,
oh well. Hey, you just keep on trucking, as they say.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, well, I
Oh
didn't
hi,
do
Ronald.
I didn't do nothing really special work. And today I watched a guy grind a bunch of concrete because it was his mess up, and laid some pavers. What should have took 3.5 hours took 8 hours because of someone's mess up. But I won't say any names if he's watching.
Hey,
But
Mr. Bulgan, how are you doing tonight? So I did have a good reunion last weekend. We had I have family all over the country, as you know, as most of us do.
right, right.
We have a family reunion every 2 years. This year we decided to rent some cottages on the lake. That was fun. That was really nice. We all had our own place,
There on
but we
Lake
all
Erie.
right up in Port Clinton. We have
Oh,
everybody
cool.
had their own little cottage, and we were all in a group. We like took over half of the campground. some cottages, and we had a nice 2-day reunion. Lots of fun, lots of partying, lots of fun, lots of good food. We had 3 smokers going. We had a 17-pound brisket, 5 racks of ribs, a bunch of chicken, some pork roast, just tons of food. Just we do it good.
Oh, I bet.
So we're already planning. We're already planning for the 1 and 2 years. So,
oh, excellent.
Great time. Plus, I had my birthday. I stayed an extra day for my birthday. I originally had decided to do that. Me and my wife were going to stay after everybody left, but some of my cousins decided they wanted to. Hey, let's party. We'll stay an extra day too. Hey, good idea. Why?
Well,
No,
as you were saying
I hung out with
earlier,
my sister. I hung out with my sisters and a couple cousins. So we just relaxed and just talked.
Hey, Jesse,
Just talk.
John
Reminisce.
Wolf's in the room. John Wolf's in the room. We can talk about your visit to Texas with your sister-in-law.
Oh yeah. Thanks, John. Yeah, I was. I'll be heading down to Houston, the beginning of October for about 10 days. I hope to hook up with somebody.
Hint, John Wolf. Hint.
Yeah. Hell, I've traveled 2 hours now just to get to my spot. So my wife said I could have. Wife said I could have a day to myself to do that.
Excellent.
But if I can't get out, I did talk her into going to Diamond Crater for a day.
Diamond Crater. That's what on
in Arkansas.
Right, but how close is Arkansas to Houston,
I have
Texas?
to come back. I have to go through it.
Right. Well, save it, and
Like,
if you can't hook up with someone like John Shaw at Driveway Mine or someone else, hit it on your way back.
Well, that's what. Pay attention. That's what I was saying.
I'm partially blonde. I'm sorry. I had a blonde moment.
On the way back, I talked to her to let us stay in for a day. So we'll get there the day.
Surprised you're not going to hit up Liz while you're down there.
Oh, that's too far out of the way, unfortunately. Yeah, that's too far out of the way.
Is it your birthday today, Jesse?
It was Saturday. No, Sunday. I mean,
this coming Sunday.
It was.
Oh yeah, that's right. They want me to sing "Happy Birthday."
Okay. I don't mind if you don't.
Okay, everybody, sing along with me.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Happy belated birthday again, Jesse. I'm sure I said something to you.
You did. I had when I got back, because we didn't have a very good cell service out there we were at. When I got back, all of a sudden, ding, 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 how when it's like when you first turn your phone on, all your messages come. So all these happy birthdays. Nice. It's nice when people do that. But so, where are we going from here?
Well, let's finally bring out our friend,
Sure, let's bring him out.
Our good buddy, Mr. Dano the Mano, the Regnad man himself. Yip, bleep, 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 bleep. Hey, what's up, Doc? All right, people, friends, we're in the red a little, so bear with us. We'll get it up again. I have no, hopefully. So, might experience a little lag in there. Dano, are you there?
I'm here, sir. I'm out of the box.
All right, all right. Excellent, excellent.
So did they put you in the tube or what?
No, you guys stuffed me in a box and left me, or I was running out of air. You had to let me out so I could breathe.
What? You telling us we
What?
didn't? I knew I forgot to do something. It was drill air holes in the box.
Right, and leave a sponge for moisture, so I got something to at least keep my mouth wet.
Yeah. Hey, Robert. Well, glad you didn't suffocate on us, Dano.
I'm good, buddy. I can hold my breath forever.
Excellent, excellent. If many of you don't know, Dano's a good friend of ours, a prospecting friend and a fellow YouTuber. If you haven't checked out his channel, please do. He's a really great guy. And I'm glad you're with us here again, Dano. You know,
Glad to be here again.
and on such short notice, I didn't get my text from Michael till after work, you know. I'm like, oh shit. Oops, beep. And so made a couple of phone calls, and like the true gold friend you are, you pulled through, buddy.
I was about to fall asleep in my chair when you called, brother.
Well, it's a good thing I called then, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say the Regnad man thing, that's on there. It's been about 3 years now. I was going to change it. I thought, well, if I change it now, then the people that know me won't be able to find me.
Right, right.
And it all started over a movie called Nick Danger and the Case of the Missing Yolks. You just have to watch it if you can find it. It's a cult classic. It's hilarious if you like burnt humor.
Well, my sense of humor is fairly dry.
You would like it.
So, well, I noticed you had a couple of new videos come up recently. Want to tell our viewers about it?
Well, the OSPA got to take a trip down to North Carolina and stay at Vane Mountain, and I took video while I was there. I took 2 days of the club, what they were doing. Then I took one Thursday of, who was it? You, Jesse, Dick Goldsmith, Robbie, and me went to Thermal City and ran the trommels.
I could bring that up right here.
I called it the Thermal City 5.
Yeah.
Which it turned out to be a real good video. I do like that video a lot.
Since we got done yesterday with our common digger, it's supposed to be a day also.
Then after that, we went to the Emerald Village up in the mountains out down there in North Carolina. I was with Dick Goldsmith and his wife, and my wife went with us. That was fun. I wish my phone would have took video instead of the GoPro. It would have been so much better pictures. But my phone was so full, I couldn't put nothing on it.
Right. Well, right now I have the Thermal City 5 video going on behind the chat. So.
Yeah, go to my channel and watch them all. They're there. There's even videos back when I first started making them and didn't even know how to really make a video.
Well, you know, the more we do it, the better we hopefully get. I know my first videos. Oh, shoot.
Uh-oh.
I did my first videos on a camera similar to this, but it was a later version. And the damn cover, you'd hear it, and could only make 10-minute videos, and went on from there. And you guys know what I film with now. Just,
Right.
Yep.
So, but,
Yeah, it's I'm not getting very good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the video.
It seems like even every time you watch a show, it'll lag somewhere down the line real bad on you.
Yeah.
yeah, somewhere, you know, someone. My video health isn't the greatest right now at the moment anyway, so the room's gonna be experiencing some lag, so I ended up taking down the video, and so hopefully that will help. And there we go, back to green, so it should be stopping lagging as much. So sorry for the technical difficulties. I can only do as much as my wallet and my accountant allows me.
Don't you mean the wife?
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah, I know. Oh, hey,
We are.
something
Yeah,
I do want to tell everybody listening. If you go down by your volume button on the YouTube screen, it'll say live. If you click on that live button, it will catch you up if you're lagging too far behind.
Is everybody doing that?
They might be trying to catch up now, but it does make a big difference. Last week when I listened to the show, I mean, about every 10 or 15 minutes I'd hit it and it would catch me back up, and I could actually, what was in the chat was kind of what was going on.
Yeah.
So it does work. It does help.
streaming
I get
live health
refreshed. I get
is
refreshed
down a
too.
little.
Everything's like an experiment with us right now.
Yeah. It should be
So
back
tell us about
here
the Emerald.
soon.
Tell us about your Emerald Village, man. I haven't seen the video yet myself.
Oh, have you?
No, not yet.
Yeah,
It's got
like I
back
said,
to the
it turned out all right, but with the GoPro, when I took video stuff in the shop, it didn't show up like I wanted it to. It still showed up, but it just didn't show up the quality it would have if I'd have used my phone to do it.
Right. Right.
But no, it was a good time. I mean, we went and did the old gem trough, got gems, and I actually got a couple rocks with some rough emeralds in them. I mean, I'm sure they're not great, but they're good enough you can see them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you get Gold Hogs painter bags, you get gems in those a lot of times. You really got to look at all the rocks. He throws a lot of gems out of there.
But
of course, there's a lot of gems. There's a lot of gems in that area all over down North Carolina and where the hell were we? Georgia. All along there. So we need. What happened to our guest? He couldn't make it tonight.
No, I don't know. His text just said, due to circumstances beyond his control. So I don't know. I hope it's not serious, so
Right.
that's pretty much about all I can say about that.
Well, we're less than a month away from
Gold Rush Days.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Swank West property. If you're in Ohio, Central Ohio, Labor Day weekend, come out and see Jesse and I. It's
I'll be there for a day. I always come for a day.
yeah. What's the address? Here, I'll check out www.buckeyegold.com, Gold Rush, or Gold Rush period HTM. The address is 1199 Ketna Road, Belleville, Ohio, 44813. So put that address in your GPS, or you could go to www.buckeyegold.com/goldrush.htm and copy down the coordinates, and that will lead you right to the spot.
Oh, and another thing about Gold Rush Day is my wife said on Facebook the OSPA is asking for people to help at the summit because the Buckeye chapter is going to be tied up dealing with Gold Rush Days. So if any OSPA members can lend a hand, they would greatly appreciate it.
Yep, need help everywhere.
Yep,
Right.
Gold Show too, guys. Gold Show is going to be a good one this year. I'm ready for it already, and it ain't even here.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ed and I
Indianapolis.
gonna have a booth this year. Ed and
Who
I
is?
gonna have we're gonna have a booth this year on
Gold Rush Days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be setting up a demonstration of the dream mats. So that'll be fun. You've heard about those, right? You heard about the dream mats, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I've never heard about a dream mat.
Yeah. It's a
I'll
new
tell
type
you
of
what,
mat.
they do a good job. I run all my everything from years past through it, and they still caught all the fine gold that I missed.
I hear you, dude. I'm waiting for a shipment now. So we'll be having those and some demonstrations. You know, hopefully meeting people like we always do.
Oh yeah,
But this time
always a good time.
Yeah, this
Go
time
ahead,
we're gonna be kind of stuck in one spot. We're not gonna be able to travel around as much like we normally do.
Well,
Right.
if I'm there, I'll be your runaround for you. You just tell me what you need.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Hopefully we'll be right
running
next
around 3 or 4
to.
cameras.
That's right.
Hopefully
I'll do all your bidding for a day.
You'll only be there for one day, so.
If I decide to help at that summit, I might be camping there the whole weekend. That might be when I fire the RV up and head on down the road.
I don't see why
Maybe
you don't.
you should.
You just never know, buddy. You never know.
I'm hoping our booth will be right next to Prospector's radio. So
You got to put your pop-up right there somewhere between you and somebody so you can stay right there at your booth.
Yeah, I think that's the way they might have it set up with our booth and then our camp behind it.
That'd be the way to do it, really, for you guys.
Right. Yeah, because when I talked to Sean about it, that's what we talked about. We needed room for that, and then he said, "Yeah, they had an idea where they were going to put us." So I don't know, maybe under the bridge or something. I don't know.
Charge a toll. Don't let nobody cross it till they pay.
Keep us away from the crowd.
Yep.
right. They'll have to come to us, but I got a couple of new banners that I think are pretty nice looking.
Cool.
That's right, Ronald. It's Russia's fault.
It is. It's Russian hackers.
Right.
It's Russia's fault.
You betcha.
Sorry, I think out loud sometimes.
Doggone Russians.
Yeah.
I guess what I get for not selling my mineral rights to them in Colorado.
So hopefully we're going to have, at the booth, we're going to be able to run some equipment down there on the stream and demonstrate some of these mats and get the word out on them, huh?
Yeah. And then we'll have the mini mats, the cleanup sluice mats.
Right, he's got a couple new mats.
Right. Tell us about them, Jesse.
I don't quite know because he hasn't really told me a whole lot other than they're different. They work really well in low water speed. They're a great cleanup mat, so we'll see. I mean, he doesn't, you know, he lets me have the mats, and we test them out, and we see how we like them. We let him know how they run, and he takes it from there, whether, you know, he changes it or not. So we'll see. You know, that's all we can do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing, you know. I mean, he's letting us try these, and you know, and giving them honest feedback so we can fix the things that aren't right on it. I mean,
Right.
I'm willing to help out and stuff like that. You know me, I like trying out new products and
Oh,
seeing
so do
where,
I.
right, you know, see where they're going. And I understand, you know, that some people
King
are happy with
Prospector
what they do.
wants to know the price on the mats, Jesse. What size for what
on which
sluice?
mats? I don't.
Gold cube.
The mini mats, which are the replacement mats for the cube, for when your cube mats wear out, are $40 a piece.
And believe
And
me, they work well.
They do work well. I will attest to that.
And
They work.
and the biggest advantage, because, you know, hey, nothing catches everything, right?
That's
Nothing
right.
catches it all. But the biggest advantage that I find, that I see, and that I like is the cleanup. I mean, you know, zip, you're done.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
that to me is.
zip. It's just flip it over and drop
Oh,
it
wait a
in
minute.
the
No.
water.
It's not zip. It's splash.
Yeah.
Splish splash.
Splish splash, and your clean out
You're
is
clean.
done.
Right. And put back together and run in some more.
Yeah,
So,
stream mats.
right.
By prospectorstream.com.
Oh, I love cool sunsets.
I love beautiful sunsets too, but unfortunately, Yankee, well, not unfortunately, I'm with you guys, our YouTubers and friends, our community. So, hey, this is one of the real golden treasures of our lifestyle. But I do love a killer sunset. But I'm
out in the garage.
basement.
I'm out in
Yeah,
the
that's right,
garage.
Scott. Yep, yeah.
I'm out here enjoying the evening. It finally cooled off. Got a fan going. Enjoying the evening. It's nice out this evening now. It's kind of warm today. It was a nice day though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
beautiful
nice.
day.
I was running around dropping my wife's car off to get it fixed.
Oh, I was at the
I
at the deadly sin work.
Oh no. But yeah, I think I said it.
Yes, we are, Jeremy.
Oh, I see that.
Yes, we are. We're going to be selling them and demonstrating them and letting people use them a little bit. Maybe do a challenge or two. We don't know.
Yeah. If anybody wants to let us put our mat on the or our tray on the very bottom of their gold cube stack, we'll be happy to. Just one catch.
Right.
Right, Jess?
Only one catch.
Only one
We
catch.
keep the gold. We
That's
keep
right.
the gold we find in that.
Well, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
I think so.
Me and Jesse's already talked about a Han Coop Dream Mat run one time and videoing it.
Yep.
There you go. There you go.
I'm game. I'm game.
Well, you're just going to have to camp at Gold Rush.
But the way it's got to go from shovel to pan. In other words, we run it the same way, all the way through, all the way to the clean out, and everything counts.
Yep.
The how fast the clean out is, how fast you can get it done. You know, once you run your material.
Right. Which I'll tell you what, you'll beat me in cleanup. There's no doubt. I'm not going to argue that point. All yours is just a dip, and you're done.
but here, and like I said, to me, that is the real thing about that is you're able to catch as much gold, and you've seen what happens when you run stuff that you've run over and over and over again, and then run it over to Dream Mat, and you still find even more fine gold. Oh yeah, that's something it's worth looking into. You know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Doesn't mean it has to be your favorite, or even the one you like, but it's something that you know. If you're a prospector, that's another part of your prospecting is your equipment. No, not just where to find the gold, and not just how to locate it in the stream, but how to what proper equipment do I need to find it in what I'm running. You know, so some equipment doesn't work in some spots. It doesn't work. You know? You're not gonna bring a dry washer to the swank. You know,
right.
No.
You're not gonna run. Well, I guess you could run a high.
Well, and another thing with that Dream Mat, you got to look at it this way too. It's like the gold hog matting. You're not bringing home that many concentrates, but you're still getting the gold. Right,
and I like gold hog matting.
I mean, I like going through my dirt. Don't get me wrong. I like playing in the dirt. But if you get less, then you can haul more home. If you get what I'm saying.
Well,
like I get a half a bucket of clean out from my machine. That's about all you can carry, and it's heavy. I mean, it's a backbreaker. It's a lot easier to bring home a quarter bucket of super cons than it is to bring home 3 or 4 5-gallon buckets of back-breaking labor.
Oh yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep. Well, that's why. Well, let's face it. That's why I like the bucket, because I don't have to carry buckets.
Right, and if I could switch over to Dream Mat, I'd switch over to Dream Mat in mine. But there's no way to do it because of the way the riffle thing fits in there. There's no way to substitute it.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure
it would be really tough.
You could always bring it to Ed in the shed.
It would entail a lot of sawzawing, reworking, re-riveting.
Well, a little bit of re-engineering. I know you're a good craftsman.
And then we'll pull it out the creek and say, "It lives."
Yeah. Well, here. How wide is your sluice?
The bottom part's like 16 or 17 inches. Now the top sluice, that third sluice that sets on top, it's a standard. What is it? 11 3/4. What is the width of a standard sluice box? I don't remember now.
Around that. Yeah.
Or 9 and something. 9 and gosh, I don't remember.
10, roughly 10 inches.
About 10 inches.
Yeah, about 10 inches. That's what I thought too. But now my upper one, I could probably refit with that pretty easily. But the bigger bottom one, because of the way he built those riffles, and I got that nugget sluice on the side, you can't hardly get that mat in there and get it to stay in there and everything to work like it's supposed to.
Right. Well, here,
but like Ed said, after
could
some
always
shop
put
time.
a tail on it with a mat on it.
Right.
Run your
Right at the
tailings.
bottom.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean that'd be kind of cool. You can see how much you're really losing.
Because well, see, I modified anyway. When I bought that thing, it was all miner's moss, and I went to that Vortex mag and I started using this. It's called a woven metal, and it's about the size of a pencil lead, and it's probably 3/16 squares. Well, now that's below my punch plate, and when I pull things apart, it's all black sand. There's hardly no blonde sand in it now.
Right.
So I've changed it a little bit there that way, but still I'm bringing home a ton of concentrates, where if I was using like a dream mat, I'd be bringing home less concentrates with just as much gold.
Right.
I mean, I'm convinced of that after running your cube at your house, Ed. I'm convinced, it's going to catch that gold. I mean, like you said, yeah, it's still going to lose some. Everybody does. Anybody tells you they don't, they're crazy.
100%.
Right.
Right there.
Right.
Right.
They're crazy
Yeah,
or they're a liar.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I was saying, I like the dream mat too. I mean the hog mat too. I use it for my solutions. Yeah, I have a couple of things with dream mat in it, and I use them and I like them. But and again, I like to try new things, so it doesn't hurt to try that. And we've been using the dream mat as a check to see what we're losing and whatever other thing we've been running.
Right,
Like when
because
we
you
run
always
the
hook it to the bucket. Right, you always
we hooked it to the bucket. We just hooked it to Ed's dredge nozzle.
Right. I
So
plan
we
on
just
doing
did
that
too.
this weekend, Jesse.
I'll bet that
So
works
I'll get
well.
more footage
Oh
of
yeah,
that.
yeah, cool.
Plus,
Very
we use the mat just behind the gold cube too. We have the option, but
Right.
I haven't found much in the tailings yet, to be honest. But then again, I have found at least something, so I'm not gonna,
And one of the things that Ed and I do when we do these tests is
feed it hard.
we try to make it fail. That's our objective, is to try to make it fail. Sometimes and then see what it's like when you run it normally, like a intelligent person.
Right, David.
Well, here's the thing. Everything has it's eddies. It's ups and downs. Even when you're running your equipment, you may not run it perfect every time, right? I mean, you might not have it set up exactly like it should be set up, or maybe your pump burps, or you have little fluctuations in everything that's happening. So if you got something like green mat on the end, just catching all those little hiccups and burps and whatever, then that's just another way of trying to catch more of your gold.
Right.
And for the price, it ain't bad. I don't know.
Don't think it's bad either, And
it's not out of line with anything else.
no, not at all. And
Right.
some mats, if you look at it, it's actually cheaper. At least.
Well, yeah, depending on the application, I guess. Yeah.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Well, I know I
So
like
yes.
it.
Yeah, I like using them. I'm ready. I'm ready to to do some kind of run on them. I don't know if anyone's been following the Dream Mat online or anywhere on YouTube, but they're starting they're really hitting it big in Australia and they're really getting into the commercial application of this thing.
Right, and if you were here for the show the week before last with Chris Chadwick, we had David Peterson here.
Right. Yep. Well, David, come to Gold Rush, and
no,
David, if you come to Gold Rush, we'll let you, you know.
Before Kathleen and Shad. So, a couple weeks ago, we had them here. Had them here.
The only drawback with the Dream Mat at this point is that running it in a dredge has been a problem. So until he gets that worked out, he doesn't recommend. Although has been using his 2-inch, I think anything over 2 inches is gonna tear it up. But you know,
well, he's working on something a little more durable. And
right.
Here soon, they'll be able to see some of the Dream Mats here. The 10-inch is from 103.20, and 12-inch is 117.60. 6-inch is 67.20, and 8-inch is $88.80.
Oh, Patrick Moore just made it in the room.
Hey, Patrick, how you doing, buddy?
Patrick Moore actually did some beta testing for us in them for this mat right here, but the mini mat with this trommel setup, if I believe. So, isn't that right, Jesse?
Yep. Well, he had the mat that Patrick tried was one of, yeah, it was a bigger mat. They were thinking that that's what was going to be needed to run under the trommel, but I guess no, you don't need it. That regular mat does it fine. Hello, Angelina. How are you tonight?
So you don't have to have that more aggressive mat if you're running that trommel. You're saying you can just use that regular smaller stuff.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. He just got his trommel fixed. He had to fix the motor.
I know.
That's some water in it.
Right. Yeah, he told me he finally got it fixed. So that's cool.
Those are a killer mat. I like it.
It do work.
But yeah, it'll be a Gold Rush. We'll have them there at Gold Rush, and no, we're not going to have them at the Gold Show.
No,
we're not.
We'll be working at the Gold Show.
Playing in the Pan-and-Tross is what we'll be doing.
Well, one day we'll be working it, and the next day we'll be playing in it.
Yeah. It's always a good time. It's fun to fun to see the look on the kids' faces and the adults too.
You know, speaking of that, you know, over the weekend during my reunion, right? I took some bags of pay dirt from the Buckeye chapter that they put together for me. We always everybody does something to earn some money to contribute for the next reunion, right? So I got these $5 bags and I sold them for $10 a piece, right? But what I did was I did some painting demonstrations with the kids and the big kids and the old kids, right? And even though I had some really stiff competition with the swimming pool, the kids were more interested in the swimming pool. Even though I was able to do a lot of demonstrating, and yeah, the kids just love it. I mean, I had a few of them that just kept playing in it, you know. They couldn't believe they were finding gold in that dirt. And of course, I had to sell them a couple of bags. So that was a good time. I love teaching kids how to pan and let them find find gold. I even had one kid that found a piece of quartz in the driveway. What was that? Who's doing that?
I don't know.
What do you hear?
like scratching noise.
Huh. Somebody else is getting in on the conversation here.
I don't know. It's like raccoons under your desk or something.
Right. But anyways, yeah, it's a lot of fun teaching kids. I love their expressions when they find it. You know, so.
Oh yeah, it's a good time. Doing the Boy Scout demonstration is always a good time because them kids, 2/3 of them are into it and 1/3 of them aren't.
Right, I'm ready to do that again. What about you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a good time, man. I had a
that
blast.
was a fun time.
Yep.
Them kids enjoyed themselves. And now, since I've been to North Carolina, I got some of these pretty used shiny rocks I can set out. We'll stop them for 8 more whole seconds.
Yeah. 8 seconds. That's all you get.
I'm telling you, it ain't much. If you don't catch their interest, they're moving.
Right. Or bored.
Yeah, or bored.
I'm bored. Let's go do something else. And they ain't even done nothing yet.
But well, you get them few that want to stay though, and they have a blast. They really want to know about it.
Oh yeah, I know. If you watch in our video from that Boy Scout trip, there's one kid that is in just about all of it.
Every shot, whole thing there all day.
He's always coming back.
And I love seeing stuff like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time doing those things. It'd be nice if they would come somewhere local to us and we didn't have to travel them. That'd be the nice thing. I'd work even better.
Yeah, get them down to the Swank West or
something like that. Right. But Camp Anaconda was pretty fun. We did have a good time there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and the hospitality by them were excellent.
Yes, sir.
They gave us a cabin and everything.
Got a nice little patch for being there.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Look at that. We got Ray.
Ray Russo.
And Patrick O'Master.
Yep, Patrick showed up.
Juneau, Alaska, another YouTube producer. Go check him out. We have our good friend Patrick O'Masters in the house.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Getting ready for Gold Rush.
Yeah, busy. We got a show the day, the 5th, right after, you know. So hopefully I'm not too beat. It's going to be with Lee Hirschberger of the Little Gold Spinner. Straight guy and a good friend. So
it'll be an hour into it, and you hear him snoring in the background.
So, what's else on the agenda? If you're a member of GPS and the Crony Club, there's a top secret Crony outing coming up in October.
Uh-oh. Top secret.
That's cool, Patrick. I love that little girl. She is such a sweetheart. Ava, she is such a sweetheart. She won a nugget at Prospector's Day. Nice. Speed panning. Very good.
Speed panning. There you go.
Yep.
Oh, Patrick Moore says you're a little low, Eddie. So
yeah, maybe he needs to turn up his volume up.
There you go. Tell him, bud. Tell him.
Because on my end, it's showing I'm topping out.
I think you're plenty loud enough.
Yeah, you sound good to me.
I had to turn my volume down.
So Eva, Patrick O'Master's daughter, is the granddaughter. Sorry, Patrick. Granddaughter is the Kid Speed Speed Painting champion at Prospector's Days. She won a nice nugget. Excellent.
I just said that.
No,
Yeah,
David. The outing is for Crooney clubs, not patrons. I don't know what you were talking about, Jesse. I was gonna replying back to David Bogan saying they all need to be a patron of the show.
Oh, I agree.
See, now I have too loud. So, Patrick, turn up your volume. See, someone needs to turn it down and someone needs to turn it up. I'm trying. How's that, Robert? I just turned it
Too
down,
low.
Patrick. Too high, too low. Gee whiz. Too hot, too cold.
I don't know, Ray. I don't know what that means. What is slow mode is on?
That's so people can't chat too fast.
Otherwise, what? You can't read it?
I want to be able to here. I'll unclick it so.
No, don't.
Then you go to ludicrous mode.
If there's 100 people in here, maybe so.
Slow mode off, chat away. It says.
So don't drown me in chat. I want to be able to read it.
Well, yeah, me too.
Oh,
so that's
yeah. Well, yeah. Hey, if you really like and get what you want out of Prospectors Radio and Gold Prospector Space, I know Tim puts out tons of out-of-pocket expenses, just like we do for our craft. Become a patron of GPS and Prospectors Radio, and while you're at it, I wouldn't mind if you would do the same for me, because my wallet's fairly shallow. I'm just one of those working jerks, 9 to 5 grind, not quite at the retirement age yet, and then my income would probably be worse. So
yeah. Patrick O'Masters is wondering if we're ready for nighttime detecting hunt. I think I might try to get into that this year, Patrick. I haven't the last couple of years, and I've been wanting to get more into my metal detector, but
actually, that could bring another little bit of life to our channel too. And hey, Patrick, I'll talk to you about being a guest on the show sometime. You could talk about your metal detecting group and all your adventures. How does that sound, Jesse?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Patrick knows Jocelyn.
Yep.
I told him I invited her to Gold Rush Days because I made a comment on one of her videos, and she said, thanks. She said, that's this, that, and the other. And I said, well, hey, I said, we have this thing called Gold Rush Days. You said you're going to this other thing. Why don't you come to Gold Rush Days? It's not that far from you. Bring your family. It's family friendly. There's vendors. They have metal detecting, stuff to do. I said, a lot of people would like to see you there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Well, you ought to invite her too then, dude.
Should invite her too. Jocelyn who?
The Relic Recoverist is her thing on YouTube. That's her name.
Oh, I think I have that.
She goes out and does thrifting, and she metal detects, and she's really cool. It's really nice to watch her videos. I mean, she does good videos of it.
Yes, she does. I've watched her videos. She's kind of funny, quirky young lady.
Yeah.
Got 2 kids, 3 kids.
And she has a really good time out doing it.
Yep, she's even gotten her husband into it.
Yep.
Not as much. But yeah, she's fun. She has a lot of knowledge. She hangs out with, believe it or not, Ringy and King George.
Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah.
And she just
Yeah.
got her picture on a metal detector box. I can't think what it was, an
Yeah,
AT Max Pro or something.
Oh,
Right.
cool, cool.
So she's moving up a little bit in the world there.
Yep.
No
Yep.
worries, Jaron. Thanks for coming. Welcome, Thomas. Thanks for coming.
Hey,
It's-
Jared. It's pronounced Jaron, by the way. Jaron.
That's what I said. Jaron. Jaron.
Okay, there you go.
Jaron. Jaron.
Jared.
And
Jared.
Thomas is there. I see Thomas
Hey,
is
Yeah,
Thomas.
Thomas Folks
Hey,
is
Thomas.
here.
Lucky
He's going
Joe,
to be
or
going
Lucky
to the
Ducky.
Double D in, what, 2 weeks?
Yep, I'll be there.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be there. Going down south this weekend, then Gold Rush on Labor Day
This is
weekend.
the one this weekend is the one I'm really sad about.
Yep,
There'll be
Bills.
more, brother.
Hey,
There'll be more.
Yeah, I know. Say hi to everybody for me.
Will do. Will do.
We'll get you down there before the year's out, brother, one way or another.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I've not been to Bills yet. I've not been there yet.
I've only been there once, and I've been wanting to get down there again. It's just too bad we live. It's even worse for you by an hour and
Hey,
a half. You
man, across the state.
And see, for me, everywhere I go, it's about 2.5
Right.
hours to get there, no matter where I
Right.
go.
But when you talk to people like Swiftwater and some of those other people out west, Ron, they drive the same distance we do. You ever notice that? They drive 2 hours, 3 hours to get to their place. So I don't know that we're any worse off than they are out there. I mean, we got to drive the same distance they do, or they got to drive the same distance we do, you know?
Right, right. It seems like it'd be close to home for somebody.
Well, I'm sure it is for somebody, but they're keeping to themselves, I'm sure.
I mean, I got a creek around my property, but I've been in it. I can't tell you how many times. There's tons of black sand, but not even the first little piece of nothing.
Oh,
That's what you keep saying.
Well, you're going to have to come over and
That's
run
true.
that dream mat and
That's
prove me wrong. There you go. Bring the
That's
dream
true.
mat over and prove me wrong.
that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Well, then the next thing you know, old Dano's running a trommel in his backyard and digging up that creek you could probably step over too.
Yeah, most spots you can.
It'd be this huge chasm.
I'm digging a pond. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm separating the material so I can make sure I get it back in right.
well, why we people have been talking about Prospector's radio and whatnot. Let's have a little word from our sponsor. So he helps our channel out immensely. So for now, we'll be right back. I don't know about you guys, but Chad has done an outstanding job on the new commercial for Prospector's radio. It's really good. Um, I wish I had his skills in editing, or actually he uses a really good editing program too. But more power to him.
Yeah, I know. I got to come take some lessons from you because I got to change up because YouTube was getting rid of their editor and it was so easy to use.
Right. Well, I started off with Microsoft Window Movie Maker, and that was a lot like the YouTube one, just boom, boom. But I could add music to that differently than you could in the YouTube editor.
Yeah, because YouTube, you can't put the music where you want it. It's either start the music at the start and run it all through, or don't have it at all.
Right, right. Unfortunately,
Are we back yet?
yeah, we're back.
Oh,
Just says, are we live yet?
I thought we were
live?
Are we still? Are we live now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're going to have to mount a green light for Jesse.
Yeah, I guess some kind of. I guess. My
Sorry,
goodness.
brother.
I got lost. Well, you know, with the lag and everything, it's kind of, and I'm trying not to watch the video, which is really lagging, you know, and I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I was.
I
Yeah,
think
you can't
Ray
hardly watch
might-
a screen when you're talking. You can't hardly,
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
don't keep up right.
Do we have MDV in the chat room? Hey, Ray, buddy. Unfortunately, fortunately, Dana's with us on such short notice, but Ray MDV couldn't make it tonight, Ray, because he had some unforeseen something come up. So hopefully everything's okay and it isn't nothing serious, but he had to pull out of the show tonight. But
Well, let's see if we can get it back on when we can.
but I saw Ray's video about his delivery from ipanforgold.com, and I know most everyone should know I'm not much for buying pay dirt unless it's like Buckeye pay dirt that goes to our chapter. But Michael's stuff from iPan for Gold, it's some really good chunky northeastern gold, Georgia gold with a little Alaskan beach sand in there, or beach gold. And
Yeah. Hello.
yeah. Hello.
Hello?
I just saw something in chat by Ray's, and it sounded like he thought MDV was with us tonight. So
They're laughing at me now because I said they need to put trip lines up at the night detector hunt and make it interesting.
oh, there you go. I have two computer screens working at this time, and it's still, you know, hard to keep up with everything.
I'm sure it is,
Right.
buddy. I'm sure it is.
Yes, it is. Hey, you know, we've always almost an hour and a half now too.
Hour and 11 minutes.
Yeah.
And 17 seconds. I thank you all again for joining us, and like the show must go on, so I'm very glad I got Skype figured out with the help of my friend and your friend, Mr. Tim Grimes.
Yeah, I was really bumming last week.
Yeah, so was I.
was
I
I.
missed you.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to Chris. He's a fun guy to talk to. He's a crazy dude, especially It's a campfire. What the hell are you doing?
Oh yeah, and it was nice camping next to him at Vane Mountain. Got breakfast. His wife fed us well.
Oh, there. Patrick Moore just upped the ante on the obstacle course for the night. Blindfolded.
Blindfolded with moving obstacles. There you go.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's not. I thought it was supposed to be a treasure hunt. Now we got Patrick, both Patricks here going
It's going to turn into a
kung
melee.
fu on everybody. Yeah, you got the punchy sticks. Okay, let's get some punchy sticks in there. Blindfolded, metal detectors, going through moving obstacles.
Death Detecting
At night.
2017.
Might as well throw in some.
Looking for Lincoln head pennies. Bottle caps.
I'm sure there might be gold out there, some nice old coins, silver. I know Jen always puts out, Jen and Patrick and Sue always puts out some mighty
Oh,
fine
yeah,
treasures.
I hear their metal detector hunts are really good. I haven't done any. I haven't really got. Even though I have a metal detector, and I played with it a bit, it just hasn't hit me as far as
I can
having a
actually
bug for it.
relate. I have two, and I have fun using it.
Right.
But one thing I find is, it's like arrowhead hunting. A lot of the property owners are like, oh no, I don't want you in my yard digging up holes and blah, blah, blah. Just like farmers don't want you come in and kick clods for arrowheads,
Right. You think it's the rejection part, huh?
Well, I found it easier to get permission to go on someone's creek than I have collecting arrowheads. That's usually, well, my grandkids like doing that. Or metal detecting, I've only tried a couple of times, except where I know it's safe. And both times I got shot down on that. And I assured them I make a clean plug and I put any material on. I use a EPDM rubber little sheet, like 3x2, and I put everything on that till I pour it back in the hole, and I try and leave it the way I found it.
Right.
In being a metal detectorist or a prospector, or miner, regardless if you're large scale, small scale, or whatever, you got to be a good ambassador of our lifestyle, or people will shut us down. Boom.
Right. You notice who just come in? Timmy come lately is here with us.
Mr. Tim Grimes has showed up.
Now, is that Mr. Tim Grimes or the Tim Grimes?
Yeah, I think it's Tim Grimes.
Well, obviously it's Tim Grimes, but is it the Tim Grimes?
Well, either one of them would be the Tim Grimes.
Okay,
but I think this is probably the creator, which is different. That's not a regular Tim Grimes. See, there's the regular Tim Grimes, and then there's Tim Grimes, the creator.
And Thomas says, all hail the creator.
Welcome, Tim.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Grimes. Glad you have you.
It's the Tim.
The Tim.
So yeah, we just been kind of shooting the breeze, as they say.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Ray MDV couldn't be with us. Uh, so hopefully we'll have him in October sometime, 17th, 24th, or the 31st. Next week we have the inventor of the Gold Claw pan, the dig system, Klint Washburn, and the American Prospector, Ken Snyder, which is like Klint's mouthpiece, so to speak. And also the Indiana Gold Hunter himself,
Yeah, he'll be
Dennis
here with us too.
Dayton. Yeah. We'll get to hear about his trip to Cali and Roaring Camp and whatnot.
You mean you ain't gonna
Right.
push him back another week?
No.
Yeah. He's been wanting on the show, so we'll get him on sooner or later.
Well, Ray's stuck with me tonight. Sorry, Ray. I'm the only one here tonight.
That's okay. You're a good friend and great company, Dano, and you know you're always welcome here with us.
I know.
And thank you very much for pulling through in a pinch. I made a couple of phone calls and I'm like, come on, you were the third, you know, because I just had you on a few weeks ago.
Right, right.
I know you're a busy man once you come home from the grind, just like me. We're both in construction and we like relaxing because we get tired. So.
Well, and I got a few weeks here coming up. It's going to be pretty hectic for me because I plan on being in the creek every weekend I can hear from here on out.
Must be nice. Hopefully,
after Bill's, it's the Indiana outing with Mr. Thomas Folks and the bunch. And then after that, it'll be
Indiana.
What, Gold Rush Days?
They're the Hoosers or Hosers or what do you call those guys next door to us?
The Hoosiers.
The Hoosiers are invading Ohio.
Yeah, they're coming to the Double D.
Right, they're doing an event down there.
And I hear they got a smoker. I hear they got a smoker, and they're going to cook some meat for us.
Oh, well, we might have
That's
to
what
get
I
down
hear.
there.
That's a scuttlebutt.
We might have to get down there. I might have to drag Judy down with me, get someone and watch the animals. Well, welcome back, Teen Prospector. Thanks again for joining us here tonight on Tuesday Night Hangout Live.
Oh,
there you go.
I see they were talking about Dennis doing that little lap dance on the creek. I do see somebody make comment of this.
I saw that video.
Yeah, I don't think John Miller liked that too much.
I wouldn't like it either. A Sasquatch come out of the woods like that at me.
No.
That was not good.
It was not good.
Yeah, I just have to remember, do not go prospecting with Dennis around your birthday.
Well, just don't let him get out of sight is what I guess is where I'm getting with this.
Hey, come on, guys. We've been around our buddy Dennis Dayton and any time's fair games.
That's true. That's true.
I think I feel a jib-jab coming about us here before too long, too.
No.
He gets pretty jib-jab happy if you know him on Facebook.
As long as he's messing with Tim, we're good.
Well, I don't have Facebook, so if he says something about me, I'll never know.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I can't say that. My wife will tell me. She's a Facebooker.
She's a what?
She's a Facebooker. She's on Facebook all the time. She tells me everything that's going on. Oh, did you see Ed posted? I was like, well, no, I don't have Facebook.
Duh.
I'm a Facebook Nazi. I'm sorry. I don't want to be on there.
You keep saying that.
I don't have, buddy, I've stood fast and I really don't want to be on there. Just it seems like everybody that's on there ends up having a problem with somebody wanting to start something. I'm just better to stay off of it because I'd be the one to fire back and be real rude about it.
Well, it's
unless you know the facts. Unless you know the facts, don't go speaking about somebody. There's a lot of he said, she said out there, and people need to quit that, buddy. People need to quit that.
And you're absolutely right. You know, it's 9 out of 10 times there's a lot of posts that I don't respond to because I could, but
right. But then it starts a problem.
Right. What would be the point other than to start a problem?
I'm the type of person, if you hear something about somebody, go to that person and ask. Don't assume, and don't go to the next person and spout what you heard. Go to that person and ask.
Ah, damn it.
Uh-oh, what happened, Ed?
Oh, I pushed the wrong thing, so it should jump back here real quick and get back live because I still have a strong connection with
See, Tim knows what I mean. He said, amen, Dano. Tim knows what I mean about that crap.
See, they hear it. They hear it. So they're still with us. We're still live. Okay. I got worried really quick for a second. King Prospector, Chris. Now, I know a lot of Chris's. And I'm drawing a blank on what Chris with the name Keen Prospector is. Are you from Washington, Chris? I got Facebook just to talk to fellow prospectors. There you go. There's a good reason.
Right.
I got a phone and I got a text.
Well, you know, here's the thing too about Facebook drama.
Only way it bothers you is if you let it.
Right, and it takes two. It's just it's no different than being in front of somebody, other than the fact that most of the time, a lot of this
fact is they can't run when they spout their crap.
Right. Well, because Facebook drama is fake drama.
It is.
It's not. You know, it's fake. So I don't pay it no mind. I hear stuff all the time and I ignore
Prospector
it. You know,
Chris.
as a matter of fact, if you
Prospector Chris, go ahead,
Chris Prospector.
Right. If you, while we're sitting around a campfire, start telling me about so and so and so and so, I'm the guy that's going to tell you, you know what? I don't even want to hear about that. Right. Don't even talk to me about that. That's between you and them. If you can't talk to that person, why are you talking to me? First of all, I really, you know, I like you, but I don't care.
Right.
You know, and it's whatever problem you have with that particular person, you need to deal with it. Coming to me, I'm gonna deal with it because I'm not going back to tell them. I mean, you can tell me all you want. You'll never hear me repeat it. Right. But honestly, I don't want to hear it. I really don't.
I'm the same way. I'm the same.
You know, let's talk about that little vial of gold you got, or let's talk about that big vial of gold. You got.
Exactly.
You know, let's talk about getting me another beer or something like that. But I don't want to hear that crap. That's not. I mean, I don't like it in real life, and I don't bother with it on Facebook. You know, I ignore those kinds of things.
There's a time and a place for everything, and Facebook ain't the place to put your private drama at just because you're mad at this guy or this gal or your wife or whatever.
Exactly.
You know, if most of you notice, I do very little personal, even on my personal profile, because 99.9% of you are YouTubers and prospectors, you know. But
yeah, I didn't mean to get all preachy there.
Oh no, your sentiments exactly, buddy. Sentiments exactly.
Well, you know, sometimes it has to be said, you know.
Well, you know, I say it enough. You know, I have a couple friends, and they're both friends, and they don't get along, and they both try to tell me why they don't get along, and I tell them both the same thing. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, we
That's
have
between you
Mr.
two.
Chris Chadwick in the house.
Hey, we do. Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
how you doing tonight? So
Prospector 2107 is
Right.
Mr. Chris Chadwick. Thanks again for last week's show. Great show. Dano's happy with his prize. I know Patrick Moore's happy with his. Saw a nice post from him on Facebook. And didn't Thomas Folks win something too? Lucky Dog.
always wins
Pennyweight
something.
Folks.
Yeah, he
Man, I
won
need to
something. He's
rub up
always,
to that guy more often.
Thomas always wins.
always wins.
He's
Oh,
lucky.
hey,
He's
I
lucky.
did win the 50-50 at our family reunion.
Excellent.
That was cool.
Excellent.
That was cool.
Okay, guys, continue on. I gotta run up to the little boy's room. I'll be right back.
Well, you're gonna leave us hanging, huh?
He's done gone. Wow.
He's done, God. But yeah, okay, I'll get off my soap opera here. My soapbox here. I won't.
Hey, you gotta say it though, dude. I mean, really, you know, even like I tell people, even if you don't like being on the creek with somebody, you don't have to be shoulder to shoulder with them.
Right.
You know, I mean, you don't have to sit by their fire, but don't start problems. Don't run your mouth.
Right.
Everybody can get along. We're one big family.
And if you can't get along with that person, either I'm pretty old school. My thing is, look, if we can't get along and we need to duke it out, then that's what we do. Get it done, get it over with. Let's go have a beer afterwards. You know,
Right.
But I'd rather just have a beer in the first place and shoot the crap. You know, that's
Right.
what I would rather do.
And
But either
discuss
way-
the situation.
Exactly. You know, so let's can we all get along?
Yep.
You know. So,
Yeah, I can't. I'm ready to go out this weekend. Prospector Chris on there, he's ready to get out this weekend. Sounds like there's going to be a pretty good crowd of people, really.
yeah, I'm
I
really
think,
sad.
I think Dennis even said he was coming down there, I think.
No, was he invited?
Well, it don't matter if you're invited or not. You're always welcome. You know how that is. And actually, that whole thing started. We were at an OSPA meeting, and I said something about Mr. Tim having a 3-day weekend. And we were like, well, heck, let's just start texting everybody and tell them, come on, let's go down to Bill's for the weekend. And next thing you know, I'm getting texts from people saying, hey, there's a thing at Bill's. Like, I started this. I started this.
Yeah, I wish.
That's what you said to me, Dana, when I talked to you about it.
I started that whole melee, and I ended up having everybody inviting me. I was like, no, I started this. Quit inviting me.
Well, didn't I text you too?
Yeah, I think you did.
I think I did.
And Prospector Chris, I think he texted me too, and him, and I think Sonny were the 3 people that first started discussing it.
Oh, that's funny, Patrick Moore. Yeah, that would be a fun thing to see. Kathleen going up in a hot air balloon.
Does she not like heights? Is she scared of heights? Is she?
No, she doesn't like balloons.
Oh, so you see her fingernails dug into the basket as she goes up,
Yeah, she won't even go near that.
and just screaming for Shad. Get me down.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really sad about not being able to go down there this weekend, but I just can't.
We'll get you down there before the year's out, brother, one way or
Yeah,
another.
I definitely, like I said, I definitely want to go down to Bill's. I've never been there.
What I saw was nice. I found some gold there. I didn't get to dig as much as I want to, but I definitely want to get back. So I'm with you.
Well,
Jesse.
you never do, because you got video to shoot, you got people to talk to. But we never do. Yeah. That's okay. Hey, we're having fun, right?
Oh yeah, that's all part of it. If I didn't like what I do, I wouldn't do it, right, Dana? Right, Jesse? Or any of the
That's
other
right.
YouTube creators out there. Mr.
Oh,
Lodak, Jurin.
I'm small
John
time.
Wolf,
I'm small time. I get hundreds of views, not
even
thousands.
Chris Prospector. Oh, Thomas Folks. Oh, you're not small time. You have what? How many?
I think I might have 26 videos now, but a couple of them are corny. They were Christmas videos with that elf yourself thing. If you, any guys listen want to watch them, you'll laugh. Go watch them.
Hey,
I made
sure,
one.
Chris.
Actually, one of
I
them was
love it,
GPS
Chris.
site.
Chris
It
said
was
he'll pick me up.
actually the one elf myself was the GPS site. When I posted on there about every year, it was Tim
I think
Grimes
you
and
gained
me
2
and Dave Shock.
subscribers.
Who I did?
I thought last time I looked on your page you had 70 subscribers.
I think I had 73 last I checked, but it hasn't told me I've got any new ones yet.
It says 72.
Okay, somebody must have not liked me and left.
Oh, that happens, and YouTube just did a big purge of accounts, inactive accounts and stuff, like not too long ago. Might have been just earlier this week, so it's no biggie. You won, you lost one.
I'm not worried about it, buddy. You can give me a thumbs
hopefully
down, and
you'll
I don't really care.
Well,
You probably
you
wouldn't like
know,
that person anyways.
due to the new algorithm at YouTube, a thumbs down is just as good as a thumbs up. So all you haters out there, you're not hurting us when you thumbs down. Okay? Or even if you're a troll in there and you're typing like, Mom and Dad, don't let your kids do drugs or they'll end up talking like Ed. You know, it don't matter. A comment's a comment. It's interaction. Thumbs
Right.
down is interaction. And so, you know, it's kind of a win-win. But if someone types that about me, I'm going to hide him, block him.
That's the power you have when it's your page.
No,
That's true.
I've had a couple
You don't
of
have to
spammers.
accept. You don't have to accept those people, those haters. You can go bye bye. You're gone.
No, that's
Doesn't
why,
matter.
That's why I screen them.
Right.
I've had
But
a
you know,
couple
there's
spammers
some
now.
people that I don't. You've had spammers like
where they come
sub
on
for
and leave like their
sub.
little address.
Oh yeah,
I
they
delete
stay
them.
in spam. There's a couple of music pages though that they never leave their URL and they always leave a positive note. So I let them. I approve them. And so if someone wants to go to their channel just because of their comment, more power to them. But it isn't like, oh, you have a great channel. Go visit my channel and subscribe. You know, from what I understand, that's a no-no. I don't do it. You don't do it. And personally, I think it's a pain in the keister when they do. So, because there's a lot more in our community I'd rather be talking to.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
And I ain't learned how to put the things at the end like you did for me, putting a link up there for me. I ain't figured out how to do that yet, or I'd put you in my link at the end.
Well, you know, you make like a 20-second long end card, and then when it's all done processing, you'll have an option to put an end card up, and of course you have to add that end card when you're editing.
Right.
So when it plays, the last 20 seconds or so is that end card, and then you could place like a subscribe button, latest video or best for viewer, and another one like Patreon or another channel or something like that.
Well, see, you're going to be teaching me to do all that when YouTube shuts off their editor on me, because I'm going to come crying to you, and you're going to show me how to do it.
Well, that's okay, buddy. Anytime. Come on up. You know you're always welcome here.
I know. I don't understand the editors that are out there. YouTube was so simple. And these other editors just seem to make it so hard. But I'll get it. I will get it.
Eventually, yeah. Just practice. Just keep working with it. You know.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
guys and gals.
I guess that's that. Ray, did you see Ray's commentary?
Let me see here.
Hey,
Yep.
Ray,
One
is that
Ford
the
video that
the
has
video
almost 500 negative comments, but I leave it up just to see just how creative people can be cutting me down.
Ray,
If
is that the video? Is that the video with the Ford truck, the aluminum body, and why aluminum bodies are a bad idea? Is that video?
the stuff Ray sees in the body shop, man.
Right.
Can you imagine aluminum truck body in AK anyway? Yeah,
Oh yeah.
load it in the back. Oh shit. Beep.
Did it again. And
Sorry, mom and dads out there. Kids, plug your ears. Ignore that.
like they haven't said worse.
Yeah, they hear a lot worse.
Let's be real here. You know, I know it's a
Yeah.
family channel and all, but you know, you still got to be real about it.
Oh yeah, they hear worse probably from their
Ray
teachers.
says, Ray says that's the video. I watched that video. I was really impressed on the way that Ray explained all the real dangers of that accident. You know, of the way that truck ended up and how much more damage that truck can and probably did cause in that accident. I mean, can you imagine? Wow. Yeah, I don't. What's the name of that video, Ray? Maybe our people here haven't seen it. They might want to check it out.
Hey Ray, I can actually unblock spam and Ray could actually put the URL to that video if he wants, if he can find it really quick, and then everyone could see it.
Well, not on our thing because it's not working quite right.
Working quite right. No. He could put the URL to the video in the chat.
Oh,
Because
right, okay.
I
okay.
enable the spam.
Just see what Patrick just put up.
Yes, I did.
A fun fact right there, boys.
Oh my goodness! Everybody, that guy in here.
I'm glad Patrick has a sense of humor.
He does.
We're glad you're here, Patrick, and I hope Sue's right behind you. We love you, brother, and you've been in our prayers.
Well, you know, Ray says that he didn't completely get his point across in that video. I thought you did. I thought you got your point across very well on that. Especially to me, because I have worked as a record driver where I've gone out and seen the results of accidents like that. Though I've never seen, and I know what a steel body does. You know, when it gets in an accident, how it crumbles up. But when I saw that aluminum body, I'm thinking, holy cow! Can you imagine that person that that made it even though they were ejected from the vehicle, they wouldn't have made it through that. Absolutely would have not made it.
I'll say
So,
very little resistance in aluminum.
well, the problem with it, no, here's the problem with aluminum. It rips and tears. So you have all these
real
jagged
sharp, jagged edges.
Right.
Like a serrated knife.
Right.
Right?
Right. Oh, yeah. Right. So, and if that's not what you were showing, Ray, about the physical damage that a body could go through, I thought you were, because I remember you explaining that. But I actually understand what that looks like, because, like I said, I've seen plenty of accidents on the road. I've seen a lot of bad, crumpled up vehicles, you know. And when I saw what that truck looked like and realized that, yeah, you're not coming out of there in one piece. You're going to be shredded if you try to climb out.
Man, that ain't good.
No. Yeah, he's saying that the superstructure held up good, which is great. But if you don't survive, who cares?
Right.
You know, so, yeah, I just watch that video. You'll see what I'm talking about. Just really, really bad. But, okay, I'm ready to go. I think
Not too bad tonight. 19 people were watching tonight.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, there was more than that. At one time we had 20-something in.
Cool.
I appreciate you all staying with us and coming and joining our conversation and being part of our community here at YouTube. We really appreciate your support. Like I said, Klint Washburn, Ken Snyder, and the Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, will be on next week on the 15th. Same time, same channel.
Well, they're not going to be out at the same time, right? They're going to come on after Klint and.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Dennis
right.
will be last.
Okay. So we actually got two guests.
3 altogether.
3. Oh, okay.
Right. Klint and Kent will be on at the same time.
Okay.
And
right.
then we'll bring in Dennis towards the end, you know.
Okay.
Kind of.
Right.
Should be good. Oh,
Should be.
and then we have Brother Joseph in the house. Hey, Joseph.
Good night, Patrick. I'm glad you made it. We'll see you next time. Yes, and we'll see you on the riverbank.
Yes, sir,
no.
Patrick.
Oh, no. I said your line. I'm sorry.
He stole his line.
No, actually, that wasn't my line.
No, right. That was Patrick's line.
Oh, Patrick's line. Yeah. Good night, Patrick Moore, Wendy. Chat with you later, Patrick. Prospector Chris. Ray still loves the name El Swanko.
I know. It's a good name. But yeah, I'm ready to cut out of here for tonight.
All right. Well, thank you all. And may you always have a flash in your pan. And you know what I always say. Maybe one day too. We'll see you on the river.
Yeah, buddy.
Night all.
Good night, John boy.
Night, Paul.
Good night, Daniel. Good night, Ed.
Good night, Jesse. Night, Ed.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Later, all.